So in this video, I will be showing you the necessary equipment to overcome all things hip pain, whether it's tendinopathy, bursitis, chronic, and hip impingement. So the tools in front of me, the ones I used over the years. So this wasn't in one hit. So I don't want people to be like overwhelmed, oh, should I get this, everything in one hit? It would be nice if you had, your budget, foam roller, it's not the best. You wanted something decent but not too expensive. As the body adapts to it, maybe after a month. I still use it every now and then for certain parts of the body, but then as you continue on and adapt, you may want to use a kettlebell, but it's pretty painful in some areas. I use it mostly the calves, the groin. If you've got nothing else in the gym, go ahead and use it. Just don't get caught looking like a weird looking person, even though I'm guilty of it, but if you're not ashamed, yeah, go ahead and use it, it's pretty good stuff. A yoga block, you might want to use maybe a gym mat. This will be used in some of the exercises and help alleviate some stretches I will show in the exercise library. The band, resistance bands, pretty good. This helped me overcome a lot of my, like tendinopathies around my hips, like bursitis. And yeah, that took me a long time to overcome this stuff. I can see why a lot of women use this stuff. They get that peachy look. For the dudes, the same thing, You might get a big butt in the process because it sort of really activate the gluteal muscles there. So you can wrap it around your feet. This helped me overcome the pronation and sort of help draw the knee out. So when you have strong hips, your knees won't cave in, and will help alleviate all that pronation going on. So this is really good. This band, there's from a low level to a high level stuff. This is intermediate. You may want to start small. It can be very fatiguing for the hips. You got the little corona looking balls. The smaller they go, the more dense it is. You may want to use a tennis ball or a yoga ball if it's too tense for you. I use that little tiny one at my feet. You can use it in anything, and you can use it behind the glutes, the hip flexors, this thing. This little they call this a little jack knobber. I had to look into it why it's called a jack knobber. But it's like a little flying star. You can handheld this thing, do little self massages. It's pretty decent. You can put it up your clacker, which is your butt, your glutes. You can sit on it, lie on it. Another band you can use. I'll be demonstrating in the exercise category of the activation, stretching part of the exercise library. A band will wrap around your leg and do some abduction work. And you got this trigger point cane, they call this thing. This is like my personal hip stick. I use it in between the groin, some parts of hamstrings. I brought this with me alongside when I was in the military. I helped a lot of dudes out, soften those hip flexors, because we do a lot of running, a lot of pack marching, all things hip flexion, as they call it, which is a lot of hip flexors involved, and this stuff is really good for that. Get in between there, get right into it, help alleviate a lot of those knots, and you don't realize that it just gets really tangled up in there. So it's good for that. Ankle weight, wrap around your ankles, do a lot of abduction work. This will really activate your hips. Most of the exercise would be standing up or lying on your side. You may want to get this one too. Let's start off with foam roller, these two balls, and possibly a back buddy or this to begin with. So you don't have to have all the things at once. So 1, 2, and 3. Hopefully that covers it. And hopefully, this is a long process, a long journey. And hopefully you will get better in the first month. And it took me a long time to go over this stuff. And this took me many years to accumulate all these instruments and tools. But hopefully you get right to it, don't get intimidated. If you feel pain in certain areas, don't go over it, don't go too intense. If you feel like you're having trouble, please hit me up. And hopefully I'll see you on the next video.